famous author of the poem was eventually not discovered. However, this poem was written down about the year 1000 in Wessex by an Anglo-Saxon who had training in the church, who understood the royal court, who knew the folklore, and who had a good command of the techniques of Anglo-Saxon poetry. There are many allusions to the Bible. God is said to be the creator of all things. The monster Grendel is called the descendant of Cain, and hell and the devil await the villainous monsters. There is also some cultural confusion. The author, for example, seems to equate God's will with the concept of fate or weird. The British Museum contains the only surviving manuscript of Beowulf, which fortunately survived a fire in 1731, before any modern transcription had been made of the poem. One event in the poem, Hygelaic's raid on the Frisians, had been documented in Frankish chronicles as happening between 512 and 520. The poem emphasizes the close relationship between kingsmen, the importance of the relationship between the warrior Thane and his lord, and the devotion to the virtue of courage. King Hrothgar of Denmark, a descendant of the great king Shield Chiefson, enjoys a prosperous and successful reign. He builds a great mead hall called Heriot, where his warriors can gather to drink, receive gifts from their lord, and listen to stories sung by the Scots. But the jubilant noises from Heriot angers the monster Grendel. He is a horrible demon who lives in the swamplands of Hrothgar's kingdom. Grendel terrorizes the Danes every night, killing them and defeating their efforts. They try to fight back. The Danes suffer many years of fear, danger, death at the hands of Grendel. However, a young Geatish warrior named Beowulf hears of Hrothgar's plight. Inspired by the challenge, Beowulf hears of Hrothgar and decides to go to sail and to go to Denmark with a small company of men determined to defeat Grendel. Hrothgar, who had once done a great favor for Beowulf's father, Ecgtheow, accepts Beowulf's offer to fight Grendel and holds a feast in the hero's honor. During the feast, an envious Dane named Unferth taunts Beowulf and accuses him of being unworthy of his reputation. Beowulf responds with a boastful description of some of his past accomplishments. His confidence cheers the Danes' warriors, and the feast lasts merely into the night. At last, however, Grendel arrives. Beowulf fights him unarmed, proving himself stronger than the demon, who is terrified. As Grendel struggles to escape, Beowulf tears the monster's arm off, mortally wounding Grendel. He slinks back to his swamp to die. The severed arm is hung high in the mead hall as a trophy of victory. Overjoyed, Hrothgar showers Beowulf with gifts and treasures at a feast in his honor. Songs are sung in praise of Beowulf, and the celebration lasts late into the night. But another threat is approaching. Grendel's mother, a swamp hag who lives in a desolate lake, comes to Heriot seeking revenge for her son's death. She murders Aesir, one of Hrothgar's most trusted advisors, before slinking away. To avenge Aesir's death, the company travels to the murky swamp where Beowulf died. underwater and fights Grendel's mother in her underwater lair. She kills her with a sword forged for a giant, then, finding Grendel's corpse, decapitates it and brings the head as a prize to Hrothgar. The Danish countryside is now purged of its treacherous monsters. The Danes are again overjoyed, and Beowulf's fame spreads across the kingdom. Beowulf departs after a sorrowful goodbye to Hrothgar, who has treated him like a son. He returns to Gateland, where he and his men are reunited with their king and queen. Hygelac here, who Beowulf recounts his adventures in Denmark. Beowulf then hands over most of his treasure to Hygelac, who in turn rewards him. In time, Hygelac is killed in a war against the Shieldwings, and after Hygelac's son dies, Beowulf ascends to the throne of the Gates. He rules wisely for 50 years, bringing prosperity to Gateland. When Beowulf is an old man, however, a thief disturbs a burrow of mound where a great dragon lies, guarding a hoard of treasure. Enraged, the dragon emerges from the burrow and begins unleashing fiery destruction upon the gates. Sensing his own death approaching, Beowulf goes to fight the dragon. With the aid of Wiglaf, he succeeds in killing the beast, but at a heavy cost. The dragon bites Beowulf in the neck, and its fiery venom kills him. Moments after their encounter, the Gates fear that their enemies will attack them now that Beowulf is dead. According to Beowulf's wishes, they burn